the city. Come in. This is Bellamy Ward. There are Dorseys all over the garden. I'm pinned down on a high ledge. Can you reach me? Oh, thank God. I'll call out if I see you. As long as it's safe. Hey! You on the ledge! Hands up! Oh no. They found me.
Or we're coming up! Hey! Where did you come from? Back the hell off, or you're dead!
Justice!
My blades are coming for you!
There, or we're coming up! Hey! Where did you come from? Back the hell off, or you're dead! Oh, shit!
Follow my example. Kick some ass.
I'll find you, and I'll gut you! Free haircut!
blood. So warm.
Oh, God. Did the Patriarch send you? I'm sorry. I need to warn you. The Dorseys are gathering up ahead between the Gateway Rocks.
Bellamy! Bellamy, look at me! Have you seen my family? Are they here?
Lucia? I thought you were with your family. Oh, thank God you're not. Thank God. They went up ahead with their hostages, but... Lucia, I heard gunfire and screaming. You need to be ready for the worst.
If they've done anything to my people, I'm going to end them all.
Please do. I'll tell whatever I can to help. It's not much, but... My name is Bellamy Ward. I'm a scientist. I invented the solar collectors and experimental farms on top of the rocks. I was calibrating the solar arrays when the Dorseys came through here, herding their hostages with them. So I hid up here and kept out of sight. They're savages. Animals. They beat those people. Laughed at them when they begged for their lives. The kids were screaming, so they beat them too. Then they dragged them all further on, toward their camp. I think they took everyone to their camp, just past the Gateway Rocks.
What about my family, Belle?
Last I saw them, they were all right. They were scared and a little banged up, but they were still alive. You saved my life. I won't forget it.
Ain't much use. Like this. Need some help. Please. That'll do nice. Thanks.
You saved my life. I won't forget it. Bellamy Ward, PAL operational test number, 110. I've adjusted the angle of the solar collectors by 3.12 degrees to improve the energy transmission from the photonic amplification lenses. I've also attached a more sensitive voltmeter to the test panel, so I can hopefully get a more accurate reading of the conversion rate. Everything's set. Here we go. The photon amplification lens...
You know, Miss Wesson, the Marshals could always do new blood.
I thought you only took people who were a bit more crooked-like.
We don't discriminate. As long as you can shoot and follow orders.
Perhaps not, then. I can only do one of those things.
work, everybody.
I don't know if they're here or not. I can't... Come on. Let's find the monsters who did this. That was one of the Schuyler girls, I think. Seems like we ought to leave her alone. Feels an awful lot like grave robbing.
I'm Isaac Reed. On behalf of all of us here, I want to offer our unconditional surrender. As proof of our goodwill, I want to tell you that the culprits got into town with help from Farron Brago's organization, and...
Isaac, how could you? How could you throw in with these people? How could you let them take my family? Where are my parents and my little brother?
They're in the grave you passed on the way here. They didn't suffer, Lucia. I promise. Baby, look. I didn't mean it to go this way. I tried to stop them. I really did. I begged.
Stop talking right now.
We thought we were in the right. The Dorseys promised that we could take down the Patriarch. They didn't say anything about murdering hostages.
What about all the other people they killed? Or was that part okay with you, Isaac?
It was Nelius Dorsey. He went looking for your family, Lucia. Your family especially. That's why I got you out of your house before the raid. I didn't want anything to happen to you.
You didn't want anything to happen to me? So you let savages abduct and murder my family. You knew what they meant to me. You knew what their loss would do to me.
But you're still alive, Lucia. Don't you see? You're still alive, and that's what matters most to me. He escaped. He took some vehicles and headed west into the mountains. I don't think he was planning to come back. Farron Brago's gang helped them get into town. I don't know how or why. And I overheard Nelius say something about Liberty Buchanan, the Patriarch's daughter. I think she's going to attack Colorado Springs. It sounded like she's gathering an army out in the plains. Something way worse than the Dorseys. We've been under the Patriarch's boot for 50 years. We say that the 100 families are in charge, but it's really just his family. Just him. I know you must think I'm a fuzzy-headed idealist, but this society's sick. It needs to change.
I have heard enough. If your betrayal of my family was not sufficient, your treachery here most certainly is. In the name of the Patriarch, I sentence you.
Please, Lucia. I did this for you. All I ever meant was to help build a better world for you. For all of us. I can't tell you how much I regret. Please don't kill me. Please.
A better way? I can't think of one. Not after what he did to my family. You want to let him walk away from what he's done? I have justice right here, in the palm of my hand. I am more than happy to mete it out. I would be delighted to be its instrument.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come in, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. We're getting reports of shooting in your last known location at Garden of the Gods. What's your status? Over. Copy that, November 1. Dispatching an arrest team now. Good job getting those sons of bitches. Over and out.
You let Isaac live? After he gave aid and comfort to the enemies of the Patriarch? After he helped them kill my family? You let him live? Why arrest him when you killed all those others? What made him special? If I had been in the house, I could have saved them. The whole night could have gone differently. Or am I fooling myself? It took all of us to beat them. Likely I would have died too. Very well. I accept your decision to let him live. But the people who are truly responsible, Neelius Dorsey and Liberty Buchanan, I will bring justice to their doors. Will you help me find them? You can count on my guns every step of the way. Of course. Good. You've got yourselves a bargain, Rangers. We should go after Neelius Dorsey first. Isaac said he headed west into the mountains. No doubt he plans to hole up at one of the old resorts from before the bombs fell. I don't think we're ready to face him yet, though. Neelius will be dug in, I expect, and he'll have all his best people with him. He only left behind the expendables in the garden.
I thought she said she was gonna follow orders, not give them.
For now, we should head back to the sheriff.
How's the family?
Shut your hole. I knew you slept with my wife.
Hey, slow down. I didn't, I swear. I have got bedroom issues. Flagpole don't stand, you know?
Really? Sorry, man. Then who the hell was that in my house?
City's really...
It's great to see.
Just wish they'd rebuild my house.
it just me, or are the marshals cracking down on folks harder than before the Dorsey?
Dozens killed by Dorsey thugs! Families taken hostage!
Ew, Troy! Those old people are looking at us?
It's okay, Brandy. I got this. Get lost, you perv douchebags. Before I... Wait a minute. You're old, right? Can you get us some beers? Stupid Mary Milkteeth won't sell us any. Too young, she says. Holy shit. Can you be any more lame?
Just... ew.
Lame.
This is Corporal Gonzalez at Ranger Command. Who am I speaking with?
This is Rosie Wong at the Sands Lux Apartments. The tap water's brown again.
That's not really our department, Miss Wong. Can I,
Then you go arrest whose department it is. I'm trying to run a business here. My tenants have a right to clean water.
Either of you ever worry about getting hitched to a pillory?
Hell yeah. I've always...
I think we should pull some marshals from Broadmoor. Put them here in downtown.
I like your style, Rangers. I asked for a favor and you came through for me. Of course, I'd have liked it better if you sent Isaac Reed and his trader friends to me, rather than locking them up in Ranger HQ. Seems to me that if somebody commits a crime in Colorado Springs, they should face Colorado Springs justice. And I sure would appreciate it if you keep that in mind for the future. Glad to hear that. I think we'll get along fine. Now, before I forget, let me introduce you to Hope Emerson. She heard all about you coming to town and she wants to join up. Ain't that right, Hope?
Pleasure's mine, Rangers. Ran the lockup in a little town called Amity on Colorado's eastern border. Figured I could do the same thing for you at your HQ, assuming you'll be arresting people now and then.
Amity got flattened by the scar collectors a while back, so Hope came west. Been trying to get her to join the marshals ever since, but she keeps turning me down flat. We have some differences when it comes to crime and punishment. But that aside, she's smart, honorable, and should be an asset to your organization.
Great. I'll head over to Ranger headquarters in a bit and start fixing up your brig. I can't think of a better way to serve than to ensure that our justice is fair, even to those who transgressed against it.
So, back to business. Did you find out how the Dorseys got into town? Well, since you already dealt with Isaac, let's concentrate on Brago. I'll never understand why the Patriarch let that rat set up shop here. Been nothing but trouble, so him making a deal with the Dorseys doesn't surprise me in the least. In fact, I had a hunch he might be involved, so I sent my best man over to his nightclub, the Little Vegas, to search for a connection. Haven't heard back from him, though, and I'm a little worried. Say, what if I asked you Rangers to go to Little Vegas and check up on him? And if you happen to find proof that Brago helped the Dorseys while you're there, well, feel free to cuff the bastard and haul him in. Take down Brago for me, and I'll make sure your HQ gets the best-equipped armory this side of the Rockies. Guns, ammo, armor, the whole shebang. The marshal I sent to the Little Vegas is named Delgado. Family man and the best inspector I've got. Keep him safe, and I'll owe you another favor. Always a pleasure, Rangers.
Rangers. This is Gideon Reyes. I'm addressing you from Broadmoor Heights. The Patriarch has made it known that you are in need of logistical support. I can happily make a few calls, speak to a few people. In exchange, I'd like to ask that you hear me out on a proposition. It's not a thing I really do, this ransoming of aid, but these are unusual circumstances, and Colorado Springs' future hangs in the metaphorical balance. I wouldn't be asking for such an exchange if I wasn't desperate. I'll be at the church in Broadmoor Heights, and I'll tell the marshals to let you through. Come find me here.
Hi, I'm Austin. I'm new.
Welcome aboard. Where are you from?
Oh, around.
Yeah, me too. We all are here.
Hello, Rangers. Permission to speak? I just wanted to say thank you again for saving my life. If you hadn't talked to Judge Watkins, well, I wouldn't be here, and I'm really happy to be here. I guess that's all I wanted to say. Thanks. Oh, and, Mom thanks you, too.
We're all grateful that you took us in, Rangers.
Right?
We're cool. We're pitching in where we can. I hope we've been some help at least. Anything you need? Careful out there. It's an uncaring world.
Are you sure you told Lucia I was here?
Ever wonder
She
how
hasn't
those
come to
refugees
see
are
me.
getting
I
into
passed
Colorado?
on your message. Like I
Marshals
said.
run a pretty tight
So where
ship.
is she?
Son, after what you did, if she does come to see you, she's gonna get frisked twice and talk to you with handcuffs on.
I don't care if she shoots me. I just want to see her again.
I know it's an odd thing to say to a man in a cell, but it just might be time for you to move on. What do you think? Scrubbed up nice, huh? What can I do for you? Isaac and his friends have been no trouble. I know they acted remarkably stupid, even by the metric of hot-headed teenagers. But now, they see the error of their ways. Them being here, instead of bleeding out among the rocks at the garden, or frozen on those nightmarish pillories, is what true justice looks like, Rangers. Someday we'll be able to let them out, and they will spend the rest of their lives working to better Colorado. Good luck out there.
What have I done?
You're a worm, Isaac. I should have killed you.
What have I done?
This is a better justice than you deserve.
Still not feeling great after everything at the lake. Hope you don't mind if I take a little more time. Later!
Hey, Rangers. I'm here at last. It'll take a while, but I think I'll be able to make an actual surgery out of this place. Just need to call in a few favors for equipment and supplies. If you need treatment now, well, I think I'm ready for that. What do you need? Fine. Everything is fine. For now. That's what you pay me for. Have a seat. I brought a few things over from the garage. Not much yet, but...
kid doesn't sound much more stable than his brother.
Tired of gridlock? Sick of dodging reckless drivers? Fed up with paying a fortune to shady mechanics that never actually fix your car? Consolidated Atomics has the answer. Introducing Hermes, the revolutionary vehicle AI that's an expert driver, navigator, and auto mechanic all in one. Hermes remembers your daily commute, gathering up-to-the-minute traffic reports to plot the quickest route to your destination. The AI also takes care of basic maintenance, keeping your vehicle in peak condition. Visit your local dealership for information on a Hermes upgrade kit today. Consolidated Atomics, 21st century solutions for the problems of today.
Team November, come in. Yeah, I got Ms. Wong, the manager at the Sands Lux Apartments on the line. And this one might actually be something. Says she's got a tenant who might be making bombs in...
Shush, shush, shush. Let me talk to them. You're leaving out important details. It's the weirdo in apartment 3. He's gonna kill us all. There's all kinds of loud banging coming from his room. And he's not alone. He's got friends in there. They're planning something. I know it. Do you think I would have called you if the marshals had listened to me? They say I call too much. Goddamn lazy good-for-nothings. Maybe there was nothing going on those other times, but this one's real. I'm sure of it. Come to the Sands Lux Apartments, now! That loony's liable to blow the whole place sky high!
Sorry, November. Over and out.
Huh? What do you mean by sorry?
You're a barrel of monkeys, huh? Come on, answer the question. All right. Burn. You're gone faster and free cremation, so your family saves a few bucks on the funeral.
Extra, extra, bloody shootout and guarding up the
Just
gods!
give me a hickey?
Maybe I'll join the marshals.
Stupid!
Who? Junko Murayama, sculptor, roboticist, amateur historian, and former curator of the Colorado Springs Museum of History. Can you believe it? I really fixed up that museum. Before me, just a bunch of dirty old trash we had to go look at 5 times a year in school. I brought the place into the 22nd century, scavenged some old robot parts to rebuild the animatronics, remade all the replicas from scratch, cleaned all the blood off the scar collector weapons. Good stuff. Officially, because of the Dorsey raid. But I think they didn't like the questions I was asking about the Patriarch's history while I was renovating the exhibits. I mean, why else would they tell me they'll be hiring a new curator? What's that got to do with the raid? I don't even know. I sent Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's private secretary, a list of questions about the Dorsey family and the routing of the Plains gangs. Just trying to clear up a few weird discrepancies, you know? Well, he doesn't get back to me, and then the raid happens, and I'm out on my ass with no explanation. That's weird, right? Heck yeah, I am. It was a real sight to behold before they shut it down. Animatronic exhibits portraying our great history, true relics of our struggle to survive, displayed for all to see, authentic handmade replicas of lost treasures. Just some real A-plus quality work, if I do say so myself. That's rad! Heck yes! Thank you! You won't regret this. You're over at the old airbase, right? I've read all about that place. I'll see you back at your HQ.
Came here for every class trip we ever had. Is Buchanan a man?
Yeah, this whole place is a gloss. But who wants to hear all the ugly details?
My uncle tells me you're a man of questionable morals, Mr. Kwan.
Well, that's why I'm on the payroll. Somebody's got to get their hands dirty, so good folk like you can keep your hearts clean.
That's not how Colorado Springs works, Mr. Kwan. That's how you work.
Huh. I'm sure you know best.
Why, hello there. My name's Old Baldy, and this here is the Saul Buchanan, Colorado Heritage Museum, or, as I like to call it, home. Me and my friends here are dedicated, telling the story of old Saul Buchanan and the refounding of the great state of Colorado, which is just the first step in Saul's plan to bring back the good old United States of America. Now, just stroll from stage to stage, and we'll tell you the story along the way. It's as simple as that. Any questions before you go? Well, I don't want to spoil the show, but it begins with Saul's humble start in this very town, and it follows the trials and tribulations he faced uniting the 100 families, defeating the monster army, and bringing peace and security to Colorado. And, in case you were worried, it's suitable for children of all ages. Stop! Step back! It is against museum rules to fondle the displays. Saul Buchanan is far too modest for such egotistical shenanigans. No, sir. It was the 100 families who built this place as a gracious thank you to the patriarch for all he's done for them. Look just like my picture, don't I? Now, wait a minute. Let me give you my good side. I gotta admit, though, I'm looking better than I was. Life's been pretty tough on old Baldy since the world went to pot. Lost a lot of feathers. But now that Patriarch Buchanan's rebuilding America, I'm starting to feel like my old self again. Great! Then on with the show! Youngest son of the Buchanan clan. Brave survivors of the fall of man. Baby Saul grew straight like a tree. Could swing a sledgehammer before he was 3.
Then came the gangs of the eastern plains, hoping to rob us of our worldly gains. Old Saul saw him coming and he rolled up his sleeves. He said, "You're all nothing but a pack of thieves." Strong as an ox at 70, he faced down the savages again and again, then drove them back to the desolate east and secured for Colorado an endless peace. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man. The truest of men. You could say that again. The 100 families came to CO Springs, and all fell to fighting over frivolous things, till Saul raised their heads to the circling wings of the vultures who were waiting to dine like kings. He said that the only way to save the land was to bury the hatchet and all shake hands. So they signed the treaty in a single day and begged him to lead them and show them the way. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man. The truest of men. You could say that again. With the families behind him, Saul went to war and fought all the monsters of Satan's bazaar. He lined them all up and he cut them all down till Flab the Inhaler surrendered his crown. Buchanan spared Flab and made him a deal. If your boys work for me, they'll never miss a meal. Flab signed up on the dotted line. Now his monsters keep us safe in the evening time. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man. The truest of men. You could say that again. Well, the Dorseys thought they had a better idea. Believed they could rule by murder and fear. Tried to steal Colorado from our patriarch, but all Saul proved his bite was worse than his bark. Drove out the Dorseys and gave their land to the poor and the needy and the Indians. So mercy for the merciless was his stand, so he hunted the Dorseys to the very last man. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man. The truest of men. You can say that again.
Yeah? This is the Sandsluts apartments? Who's there? What? You're here? I don't believe it. Come in, come in.
I can't believe you came. Those goddamn marshals never come. They think I'm a pest. I'm vigilant, is what I am. Vigilant. Anyhow, I hope you're ready for trouble, Rangers, because I got a situation here.
Oh, come on, Rosie. I always came when you called, didn't I?
You're with the Rangers now, Quan? Well, you were one of the better ones. I'm glad you're out of that marshal racket. They're bought and paid for. Sure as hell never help ordinary citizens, let me tell you. Unless you pay 'em extra, but I never pay anybody until they earn it. Because I ask them to do their job. They hate that, the lazy, fat-ass carbuncles. If they never did a lick of work in their lives, it would be too much for them. Ugh. The guy in room 3, Irv. He's not supposed to have anybody else living there, but I hear voices in there all the time. They're always banging on stuff, and I can smell burning and bleach and I don't know what else. Make him stop it or throw him out. Either one is fine with me. I can't. The shifty bastard's put his own locks on the door. That's how I know he's up to no good. Apartment room 3, end of the long hallway. The door's on the right. I know he's up to something. I just know it.
Okay, Rosie. We got it.
All right, marshals, listen up. If you won't take my noise complaint seriously and do your damn job, then I guess I'll just have to do it for you. There's been strange noises coming out of apartment 3 all week. People yelling and stomping around at all hours, and strange mechanical sounds. He could be making bombs for all I know. You say you need evidence? Well, Irv just left, so I'm going inside and document everything I find. Who's there? Oh, it's Rosie Wong, the landlady. I was just checking to make sure you were okay. Why wouldn't I be okay? Oh, well, you know, the noise. I'm fine.
Fuck off. Huh? Get the fuck out of my apartment.
Rainbow tables used to break encryption. Meat space demons intercepted. Display rendered object and assigned to translation vectors. Alert. Do not delete local references to object. If memory allocation is null, then unhandled exception occurs. Add doxy-compatible comments to the affected keys, visitor.
Sacramento, California. These molines do not compute. Can you see me? Do I exist? Home again, juggity juggity jug. Home again, juggity juggity jug. I can see my own self. The world is ours, Josephine. I can see my own. Do you know where you are going to? Do you like the things that wife is showing you? Sacramento, California. What's my name? My name? Can you see me? Do I exist? I can see my own self. The world is ours, Josephine. Eureka! The secret at last!
justice! Together, we're unstoppable!
Keep cool.
That's the way.
Isn't it great to be alive?
So, what'd you find in apartment 3? Was he making bombs like I said? Weirder how? Yeah, you were right. That's weirder than making bombs. Can I at least go in and clean up? Fine, I'll wait. Just once, I'd love to get a nice, normal tenant. If he wasn't in his apartment, then he's probably at the bookshop in Market Square. Look for a skinny guy, always wearing a lab coat. Let me know what happens.
Maybe I'll join the marshals. They do like roughing people up.
You get drummed out in a second, you crackpot.
I'm sure they could use my help.
Hi.
Hey,
Do you have
ask your
any
wife
books
about
on
your
cloning?
On
concerns
what?
about her
Clowning? No clown books, sorry.
No, cloning! You know, using your own genetic material to make a new human.
Oh, you mean fucking. Yes, I've got plenty of books about fucking.
What? No, not fucking! Cloning! It's how you make new humans without sex.
Jesus. Why would anyone want to do that?
What? Who are you? What do you want? I'm Irv. What do you want? Oh no! Did you kill them? Oh, poor clones. Yeah, they weren't as human as I wanted them to be. I screwed up the formula somehow. Please don't tell the marshals, but I'm one of his clones. Unfortunately, I'm 4th generation, at least. So, I'm not as smart as the original. Smart enough to use Dr. Finster's notes to get the cloning machine working again, but not smart enough to make good quality clones. I can't even make one as good as myself, and I'm not that good. Bits of me don't work very well at all. The original? No, not anymore, but I guess, in a way, as long as I'm alive, he is too, because I'm him, aren't I? I'm him, but not the part of him that wanted to wipe out the entire human race, right? Yeah? I wasn't suggesting, no. You know the whole nature versus nurture debate? How some things are genetic and some things you learn? Well, that killing everybody part of him, that was nurture. He wasn't born that way, and neither am I swear. You believe me, don't you? Well, I guess I'm kinda afraid to make friends the normal way, so I made them an abnormal way. Only I didn't do it very well. When they came out of the chamber, there was something wrong with them. They were really stupid and really, really crazy. And they just got crazier day by day. If I hadn't run out of the apartment today, they would have killed me. Yeah, I'm a bad father. I'm a bad father. Oh, Dr. Finster was a genius. He's the only person in the world to have mastered the cloning of humans. He may have become a little paranoid at the end, but that doesn't lessen any of the good he gave to the world. Until he decided all humans had to die. He was a real humanitarian. It's true. I'm not. I'm totally not. So, you're not gonna arrest me? You're gonna let me be a real scientist? This is the best! I'm so grateful! I'll do good work for you, I promise. Thank you so much!
Hostages murdered by Dorsey thugs. Weston family confirmed dead.
Would you rather freeze to death or burn?
Rangers. Hope you catch that Victory kid soon, before he hurts somebody.
Hi, Rangers. Thanks again for letting me work for you. This is so exciting! I am so happy. I'm learning so much. All my life I wanted to be a scientist, but all I could do was read the books and dream. Now I can actually do things. It's incredible! He's wonderful. He's almost as smart as Dr. Finster, but without all the, you know, evil. A motorized, autonomous nose cleaner. Yes, theoretically. I can have the machine take your genetic material and run the process, but no guarantee what comes out the other end. I did make a few tweaks to the process, though, so whatever it is, it probably won't be so angry. Probably. Okay, well, how exciting! But before we start, one tiny caveat. The process requires special genetic material, and I've only got enough for one clone, so if anything happens to our new friend, try to recover its remains so we can reuse them. Now, put your palm on the machine right here. Hey, this one can talk.
everything happens for a reason!
What do you need, Rangers? That's what you... Have a seat. Fine. Just don't get shot up out there and make more work for me. What do you need, Rangers? That's what you pay me for. Have a seat. If it ain't cut, don't stitch it.
Rangers. Happy to help the refugees, but damn, it's tight in here now.
Freeze to death or burn? You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Extra, bloody shootout and guarding up the gods!
All right. Burn. Gone faster. Information to your family.
I'm sure they could use my help. I even got my own blackjack. Hey, did you ask your wife about your concerns about her?
I don't want to...
Rangers, this is Daisy. Sounds like you're at the Little Vegas, judging by all that noise in the background. Remember, your first order of business is to find Delgado. Maybe somebody in there has seen him. Sure, we'll all be millionaires. Keep your eyes on the prize, Rangers. While you're at it, if you can prove that Brago made a deal with the Dorseys, feel free to take that bastard down. Best of luck, Rangers. Daisy out.
Hope you hit the jackpot.
What's your favorite song?
Gotta be sensible.
Welcome to Little Vegas.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
so screwed. Like, totally. Fuck you. I'm a sick man. I went upstairs to get my shit out of the safe, but Boulder and his mercs took my pants and kicked me out before I could get it. No fucking way I'm dealing with that asshole again. But I need that stash or I'm dead. Can you help me? Not my drugs. Other people's. Well, mostly. I got deliveries to make. Rhino and Focus. 5 each. I owe a lot of money. I don't sell this shit and they'll kill me. In a safe? Upstairs in the private room? Here's the combination. Just watch out for Boulder.
Remember how I blew that Dorsey's brains out?
What are you runts doing in here? This is a private party. Ha! You mean shakes? You runts are running errands for a junkie? Get out of here. We're gonna sell that shit when we sell his pants. Oh, so you've got some cojones. Well, if it's a fight you want, the local 168 are happy to oblige. Yes! Good! Good!
Let's do this shit! Who's gonna pay for that? Who's gonna pay for that? You can't kill us! Oh.
Those local 168 twats were shitty tippers anyway.
Any luck? Do you have my 5 rhino and 5 focus? Thank you! You saved my life! It's just a little, even me out. That's all.
What do you want?
Wonder if 10 is
Welcome
working
to
today.
the Little Vegas brothel, friends. Oh, hey, Quan. Looking for a good time, I assume.
Sorry, Ken. Me and my friends are here on business today. Rangers, meet Kendall, Colorado Springs' finest purveyor of sins of the flesh.
Delgado. You know, that name sounds really familiar, but remembering is going to be hard work. The kind of work a man should be paid to do.
Kendall, you predictable son of a bitch.
I need serious cash. Any less, and it isn't worth the risk. Sure, okay. I don't like straining my memory anyway. That's my name, yes. Excuse me a moment.
You really shouldn't ask him about that. He had a misunderstanding with Mr. Brygo, and they cut off his junk. Smooth like a Ken doll. Get it? Makes him a great pimp, though.
Rangers, you're not actually going to recreate in this disgusting place.
Of course! Here at the Little Vegas brothel, we offer a royal flush of ladies and gentlemen of the evening. There's the lovely Ten of Hearts, the handsome Jack of Hearts, the imperious Queen of Hearts, the mighty King of Hearts, the unsurpassed Ace of Hearts, and, for those of you who like it weird and wild, there's the one and only Joker. So, pick a card. Any card. Ah, yes, the 10 that goes to 11. The sweetest, most beautiful, most delicate and tender of lovers. The girl who's broken 1,000 hearts, but never left one unsatisfied. our most popular Fiat de Joie.
Most popular.
He's vain, self-absorbed, narcissistic even, but with good reason. He's the handsomest man east of the Rockies. He might not remember your name when you're through, but, well, neither will you. Our most demanding escort, who pleases those who please her and punishes those who fall short. Before your time is through, you'll be begging her for release. And if you're very, very good, she might just give it to you. A bear of a man is our king. A jolly, rough and tumble pal, ready to wrestle you 2 falls out of 3. Or, if you prefer, cuddle or crush you in his python-like arms. Strong as a bear, gentle as a lamb, randy as a ram in springtime. If you seek the secrets of the art of love, you will find no better teacher than our ace. True, she's been around the block a few times, but the journey has taught her more about the giving and receiving of pleasure than all our other escorts combined. Oh, you're brave even to ask. If you like your loving dangerous, unpredictable, possibly even life-threatening, then you might be ready for the Joker. But I am obliged to warn you that there are no safe words with the Joker, no boundaries, and most importantly, no refunds. If you choose the Joker, you take full responsibility for the consequences. Understood? Good. And good luck. Of course. But before we return to other topics, you need to know that if you do decide to indulge, you pay the escorts directly. Not me, okay? Now what else did you want to know? Yeah, okay. Bye.
get all giddy when you smile. Oh, Quan, it's you!
Hi, Ten. Good to see you.
I'm so happy you're back. I miss you so much. Can you stay?
Yeah, I'm kind of on duty. Maybe some other time. Yeah, unless you all want to take a break for a while. Really? Thank you so much. You might want to get yourselves a drink or play some blackjack. I'm gonna be a while. 10,
Oh, Quan, it's been so long. It's never been like this before. I'll miss you.
Yeah, I'm bad. But maybe you could change me. Hey, good looking. Ditch those zeros and get with this hero. Cash up front. I may be easy, but I ain't cheap. You'll be back. Cash up front. I may be easy, but I ain't cheap. Baby, I'm gonna take you to paradise. You ever seen a body like this? Didn't think so. Next time, bring some beer.
Let me see the rest of you. Stand there and don't move, kitten. I'm inspecting you. You'll do. It costs money for my attention, pet. Pay, and I'll show you the joys of knowing your place. Then you are dismissed. It costs money for my attention, pet. Now, let's think about safe words. It's safe, I promise. Pathetic. Dismissed.
Oh, sweetie, everyone has nerves their first time. Let's try again. Slowly this time.
No, I know how to do it. I just don't feel like it right now. Hey, who the hell are you guys? Yeah, well, I was just leaving. Thanks, Ace. I guess. Bite me! I'm out of here.
Come back anytime, Benji. School's always in session. I know you like what you're looking at. And for a small fee, I'll show you things you had no idea you wanted. That's a shame. I've got a lot. We did it better back in my day. Let me show you how. And for a small fee, strip and get ready to take notes. You'll want to remember the things I show you. Who's your mommy? Who's your mommy? Come back for my apple pie anytime, big boy. And for a small strip and get ready to take notes, you'll want to read. Who's your mommy? Who's your mommy? Don't forget to write gorgeous.
I'm the king, baby! I was just warming up. Give me a second, I'll be right with you. Costs money to play with the king. What do you say? Ah, and the king really needed a workout, too. Hail to the king, baby! Time to get sweaty. You ready? Let's do this! Bicep curls. Yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, get it! 7, 8, 9, 10. Ha! Feel the burn! Shoulder press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know you love it. 9, 10. On your back. Yeah. Bench press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Who's the king? You are. 20 squats. Yeah. Bust them glutes. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just what the ladies ordered. 12, 13, 14, 15 buns of steel. 19, 20. Love yourself, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's plank. Costs money to play with the king. Wonderful. Now come to daddy. Yeah, that's it! King me, baby! What a workout. You come back when you want a rematch.
Gracious. Do people actually want to... Disgusting.
Oh, hi. Aren't you a sexy little thing? This is my first time. So, how do we do this? Do I just... Oh! Whoa, okay. Take it off? On my knees? Okay. Oh God.
thought you couldn't work tonight, Darlene.
That's fine. I got a sitter.
Not your ex, I hope. He'll drink all your liquor and sell the kid to the...
Hey, what the hell is going on up there? I can't go 2 minutes without some mooks beating on each other. You must have some kind of bull around here getting away with shit like that. Hey, hope it ain't someone important you killed, or I'll be looking for you.
Oh, man, I love dancing in this place.
It's the best. But I've heard a rumor that there's an exclusive.
Hey, did you ask your wife about your concerns about her? I don't want.
Oh,
Rangers hail the
boy.
heroes! Dorsey's flee the city!
Would you rather?
You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Come on, answer the question.
All right. Burn. You're gone faster, and free cremation so your family saves a few bucks on the funeral.
Drowned in chocolate pudding.
Rangers.
What do you need, Rangers? Of course, no sense in bleeding all over the place. Have a seat. I don't mind not having to clean and suture a festering wound.
Here to serve.
Read the last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
Oh, real funny cartoon and...
I was gonna ask about the articles, but...
Hostages
never.
murdered by Dorsey thugs! Weston family
give me
confirmed dead!
Hickey?
Maybe I'll join the marshals. I do like roughing people up.
You get drummed out in a second, you crackpot.
I'm sure they could use my pay. Did you ask your wife about your concerns about her?
I don't want to talk.
I love dancing in this place.
It's the best. But
these stairs lead to Mr. Brago's lounge. He said I should let you guys through. But don't even think about messing with that computer behind me. I got one job, and that's guarding that computer. And if you was to mess with it, well, that would be a very bad day for you, my friend. A very bad day. That is the computer that controls the ventilation system. And I have to guard it because it's broken, and there could be real trouble if anybody said it wrong. Big trouble. If you set the fan to off and the heat to max, which isn't supposed to be possible, but right now it is, the furnace could catch fire and burn the whole place down. So I'm not leaving my post for anything. Well, maybe if a fight broke out I would, but nobody would be stupid enough to start a fight in Mr. Brago's place, would they? You're not gonna say I said anything.
I love dancing. Oh man, I love
I've heard a rumor.
I'd start with Boar's Light.
I love you, man.
I'm sure
No, seriously.
this year.
This place rocks, right?
Hey, you're cramping my mood.
Present requests, party humans. Enjoy party time.
Oh man, I love dancing.
Wanna buy me a drink with all that coin you're throwing around?
Ah, it's you, Red Hats. I was wondering when you'd come to see Charlie Knows. Farron Brago's capo, leader of men, hero of the Battle of Two Buttes, savior of St. Elmo, and friend to everyone worth knowing. Welcome to Little Vegas. Ah, a tactical masterstroke by yours truly. Imagine two round buttes with a narrow gorge between them. Got that picture in your mind? We lured our enemies into the gorge, then squeezed them from both sides, crushing them between the buttes. A real shitstorm, that's what it was.
I'm quite sure there was never a battle of two buttes, Mr. Nose. Sounds like a story you concocted while sitting in the outhouse.
Oh, you wouldn't say that if you've been there. I'll never forget the groans, the plops of the fallen, the terrible smell. Not surprised you haven't heard of it. St. Elmo was lost to a fire years ago, sadly. But it was a thriving town before then. Thanks to old Charlie, yep.
Don't listen to a word old Charlie says, Rangers. He's the biggest bullshitter in Colorado Springs.
Says the biggest bullshitter in Colorado Springs. All those and more. I have plenty to tell you, Red Hats. All you need is working ears and an open heart. Charlie is a friend to all, and all know Charlie. So what can Charlie do for you? El Gato?
Come on, Charlie. You remember Delgado. Nice guy, family man, way too good for the trash in this place. No way you could miss him.
Oh, not like you, Marshall. You blend right in with the rest of us. Sorry, haven't seen him. Old Charlie would tell you if he had. I'm the floor boss. I make sure our guests are happy and entertained, and that they don't wander into the back rooms. I can? Did you mean, will you let us through? In that case, no. Jokes aside, Mr. Brago doesn't let anyone into the back without his explicit say-so. And we take Mr. Brago's instructions very seriously. If you want to go back there, talk to him, not me. You like it? He used to be a real lady killer. Then he made the unwise decision to double-cross Mr. Brago, so the boys took him into the back room. Had him in there for weeks, poor bastard. You could hear his screams clear across town. He came back with a face that wasn't so pretty anymore, and without Master John Goodfellow. Kendall, get it?
What a revolting story.
Yeah, he didn't like it much either, especially the ending. Ah, Mr. Brygo's pride and joy. Our pride and joy. He founded this club after coming here from Vegas. Apparently, it emulates the style of Sin City, but I never saw that place myself. If you want to talk to the man in charge, you'll find Mr. Brygo upstairs. Why wouldn't I? Isn't that who you are, with your hat so red? Oh well, can't help you if you're confused. You see this silver ram medal? You like it? It's my favorite badge. The patriarch himself gave it to me. Yes, sir, for saving his eldest son. Man, you should have seen the size of that snake. See this one with the skull? Sheriff Daisy gave it to me for dealing with a corrupt marshal. She was a beast, let me tell you. Must have had some kind of mutation. 8 foot tall with fists like bricks. But I gave her the old razzle-dazzle, took her down.
Razzle-dazzle? Is that what you call falling while running away from her and tripping her with your quivering ass?
That worked, didn't it? She fell face first into a fire plug. Knocked her cold. Till next time, Red Hats.
I'm gonna cock that gun and clean you over there.
Hey there. What do you need? Sorry, chums. Don't know anybody by that name. Can't help you. This is the Little Vegas. A slice of paradise in a freezing shithole. Plenty of sins available for the picking. Just take a look around. Loose lips don't get you far in Mr. Brygo's organization. So, nope. All the best vices Colorado has to offer. Hey there. What do you need? All the best vices Colorado has to offer.
Ugh, so gaudy. So
welcome to my club.
Ostentatious.
Ah, Rangers, what a pleasure. I heard you were in town. It must be, what, 20 years since we crossed paths. Not that any of you would remember that, of course. You were probably just kids when Vargas and Angela Death and the rest helped me save Vegas. And I hear we have you to thank for Cassidy's fine clothiers being back in business. My capos and I thank you. If not for Cassidy's, we'd have to settle for second-rate suits from the bazaar. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm Farron Brigo. Welcome to Little Vegas. My recreation of the glories of the town we lost. Perfect, isn't it? You haven't heard the story? Hey, I'll never forget it. 20 years ago, Vegas was being overrun by robots. A nightmare. Then Angie and Snake and their squad showed up, guns a-blazing, and saved the day. Heroes, every one of them. Helped me consolidate control of the city, too. Of course, 15 years later, the robots came back and destroyed everything. But you know all about that. They attacked you, too. Anyway, that shared history makes me happy you're here. I hope you'll enjoy your stay. I'm glad you think so. You should have seen it 5 years ago. Nothing here but the walls, and half of them were falling down. We really worked hard to get where it is today. But enough about me. How are things with the Rangers? Is General Vargas still in charge? I'd love to give him my regards. We owe him and his team a lot. Damn. I'd heard rumors, but... well, I'm not surprised that's the way he went out. A hero to the end. Thank you for telling me. I'll raise a glass in his honor tonight. Now, what can I do for you? Certainly. Ask away. What? I don't want those kind of connections. Murder in the streets is bad for business. If I were you, I'd be looking for someone with a grudge against a patriarch. Not exactly a short list, I know, but... I know Delgado, but I haven't seen him. If he came here, he didn't come to see me. What a shame. Nothing I like more than a good grilling. What else can I do for you? Ah, yes. Had that painted for my office back in Vegas. Before the robots came. Not a bad likeness, eh? Thank you, Rangers. That's very flattering. But really, it's not so much that I haven't aged, but more that the cares and woes of running Vegas back then made me old before my time. Since I've come to Colorado, I feel 20 years younger. Like I said, 15 years after the Rangers saved us, the robots came back. Deadlier than before. We held out as long as we could. But without help from the Rangers, the end was inevitable. As to why we came to Colorado? Well, we heard some rumors of the good work the Patriarch was doing out here. Creating a stable, prosperous society. That's exactly the kind of environment a business like mine needs to flourish. So we packed up our roulette tables and hit the road. I know any attempt to recapture the past is doomed to failure. But I had to try. It's not quite Vegas, but it's close. And since I can't go back, this will have to do, won't it? And besides, the customers don't know it's a pale imitation. To them, this is paradise. All of Sin City behind one door. Good luck.
Oh man, I love
Stowed
dancing
away
in
on
this
an
place.
Arapaho
It's the
convoy?
best. But
Oh my god. Tell me everything.
You want to pay for it?
Oh man, I love dancing in this place.
It's the best. But I've heard a rumor that there's an...
Did you ask your wife about your concerns about her?
I don't want to talk about it.
Books for sale! All the classics.
It was...
You ever notice that the statue's eyes follow you wherever you go?
Maybe I'll join the marshals. They do like roughing people up.
You get drummed out in a second, you crackpot.
I'm sure they could use my help. Maybe. got my own blackjack.
Look, Martha, it's our friends who helped us save the shop. What can I do for you? We've got some discounts with your name on them.
Extra, extra, bloody shootout in Garden of the Gods!
You read the last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
Oh, real funny cartoon in there. When Jeffy ripped the robo arm off that scar collector.
You got business with McTavish? Come into the machine shop. If not, then fuck off.
Fuck up, we're busy. Oh, did I stutter? I said, oh, did I stutter? I said, oh, did I stutter? I said, fuck off. Oh, did I stutter? I said, oh, did I stutter? Hey! Hands off, assholes! I told you, don't touch. Last warning. Oh, did I stutter? Oh, did I stutter? I said, fuck off.
You read the last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
Oh, real funny cartoon in there. When Jeffy ripped the robo arm off that scar collector. I cracked up.
You think that chicken is edible? Or will we be picking wires out of our teeth?
Time to make this place shine. Grab a mop and let's get to work.
A mop? I'm a ranger.
You're a ranger who was assigned to me. Get going.
When the Rangers, they said, a life of adventure, they said, nuts.
Robot mascots of pre-war PSAs, Peek and Poke were meant to show the right and wrong ways of preparing for the end of the world. Each vignette humorously contrasted Noble Peek's forethought and generosity, and Poke's short-sightedness and greed. Since the deluge, the billboards have been often modified by survivalists who change the art and the message to suit the times, resulting in a darker humor than the original creators ever intended.
Hey, Rangers! Hope you like what I've done with the space.
You know, Miss Wesson, the Marshals could always do with new blood.
What happens?
I thought you only took people who
Don't
were
worry about it.
a
They've
bit
taken
more
care of us so far, haven't they?
crooked-like.
Yeah.
We don't
Push comes
discriminate,
to shove.
as long as you
We'll
can
see.
shoot and follow orders.
We'll see.
Perhaps not, then. I can only do one of those things.
Welcome to your communications hub, Rangers. The Patriarch was good enough to let me use my own gear, and I have my high-frequency radio equipment all set up. From here on out, I will be your voice in the wind. You can contact Ranger HQ at any time through your radio, and I'll reach out as needed. When there's arrests to be made under your authority, just radio them into me. Pleasure to serve. The finest setup you'll find this side of the Rockies. This equipment took years to get together. A lot of it custom work. String and pieces of gum, you know? This is the only setup in Colorado able to communicate on all sorts of frequency bands, up to the HF band. That means we can reach you pretty much no matter where you are in Colorado. The basic controls are straightforward. You should try the device yourselves whenever you're here. I've picked up all kinds of signals. It's possible you could even reach Arizona. I've worked the radio for some time now, and I hear all kinds of stories from other parts of the world. Horrors you wouldn't believe. Is Colorado perfect? No, but it's a damn sight better than any alternative I've seen. Speaking frankly, great. Protect and serve, right? Things had grown stale with the Marshals. I felt like I'd reached the end of what I could do for the people there. Proud to be a Ranger now. I'm your radio communications expert. I'll be manning the Oh, I'm not. It just turns out artificial intelligence isn't that much different from fiddling with radios. Easy enough to install, it turned out, but I wouldn't know the first thing about it otherwise. Anytime.
Reed kid's crying in this cell. Doesn't realize he got off lucky.
Would you rather freeze to death or burn? You're a
Nice to see the city back to life, huh?
Yeah, people are shopping.
Got any good news, Rangers? I sure could use some. What's on your mind? Roger that.
Yeah.
Rangers hailed as heroes! Dorsey's flee the city!
Maybe I'll join the marshals. I do like roughing people up.
You get drummed out in a second, you crackpot.
I'm sure they could use me.
Any word on the loony in number 3 yet, Rangers? About time. Gonna take me a week to clean up that mess. What was his deal, anyway? Ah, that's kinda sad. What did you do with him? Well, how about that? I'm glad to hear it. Never wished the poor man ill, just didn't want him here. Thank you, Rangers. Here's a little something for taking care of the problem and tying it up in a pretty bow. So long. Oh, my sciatica.
Be seeing you, Rosie.